Channel 2 SportsZone Friday starts now.
Yeah, greetings, Zach Klein along with Anthony Amy, and welcome into Week 7 of SportsZone Friday.
Week 7 already. On the way, we have a top 5 matchup of unbeatens in Cherokee County and another battle of perfect teams in 2A, one of whom has a defense that's allowed just 3 points all year, Zach.
Anthony, our coverage begins in Fayette County. Sandy Creek hosting Troup County, North Georgia Honda Dealers game of the week. Both teams could light it up, but there's some defense early. Matuda King from King with the takedown of Matthew Williams. Great sack right there. Then the Troup offense gets it going. Kobe Hudson finding Jamar Thrash makes a move and then gone off to the races. Eventually tying it up. Yeah, at 7. He has some wheels and he is not done. Later in the half, the Tigers getting a little tricky. Double reverse to who else? Back of the end zone to Thrash. Fighting Patriots could not stop Troup. Congrats to the Tigers. They are on their way to capturing the Golden Trophy and winning our North Georgia Honda Dealers game of the week.
All right, question for you. How do you catapult yourself into the top 10 after losing the season opener at home? In Alpharetta's case, you won 3 straight road games and averaged nearly 32 points per game in those victories. The Raiders played their first home game since that opener against the Knights of Centennial, who also came into this one unbeaten in Region 7 6A play. And for two teams that scored 69 and 55 points last week, defense front and center throughout this game. First quarter, Centennial's number 44, Dexler Benjamin, gets the sack. It was scoreless after 1. There wasn't much offense in the early going, but this play was a beauty. Watch and appreciate the concentration by Raiders wide receiver number 13, Robbie Rupel. Oof. Great catch while on his back. The first touchdown came from the visiting Knights. Second quarter, Max Brosmer finds Richard Shaw, and Shaw does the rest. That's an 80-yard touchdown for Centennial, which wins its 3rd straight after an 0-2 start. 14-6 is your final. Now, the only two teams that are unbeaten in Region 6 2A squared off in Atlanta. Number 1 Hateville Charter paid a visit to the Douglas Astros. Opening drive, Hornets quarterback Jeremy Stevens. Well, he can't find an open receiver, so he's going to take matters into his own hands, or in this case, legs. Hateville Central takes the lead as Stevens finds the corner of the end zone late 3rd quarter. Now it's time for a designed run for Stevens, who fakes the handoff and takes off through that defense like a hot knife through butter. 25-yard score. Hateville Charter runs its winning streak to 18 with its 4th shutout, 24-0. The Hornets have now outscored their 5 opponents this year, 220-3.
Oh, dominating on both sides of the ball. All right, to the 5A ranks now, where Riverwood hosted Decatur in a game with major implications in Region 6. This region, folks, loaded, and the loser of this one, uphill climb to make the playoffs. Off to Fulton County midway through the 2nd quarter. Decatur adding to their 14-point lead. Martai Smith up the middle, scores from 15 yards out. Bulldogs up big. 3rd quarter, Riverwood getting back in it. The quarterback, Aaron Graham, finding Trey Young. No.
Trey Young?
Yeah, not the Hawks guard.
Man,
however,
he's good.
Yeah, this Trey Young, Anthony had some game as well. 50 yards for the Raider touchdown. Next drive, Riverwood's Reese White finding the gap right side, powers his way in. It's down to a 7-point game, but the Bulldogs respond. Decatur's James Swank launching one deep to Isaac Domick. However, Riverwood, this one back and forth, and it's Riverwood. The Bulldogs going down. The Raiders win it 49-41. We're just getting started here, folks, on Sports Zone Friday. Up next, off to DeKalb County. First place on the line, region play. Lovejoy traveling to Tucker. But first, it is our Zaxby's Indescribably Good Spirit Spotlight. We're going to check in with the cheerleaders from Sandy Creek High School. Sports Zone Friday, back after a brief timeout.
Channel 2 SportsZone Friday is brought to you by your North Georgia Honda dealers. Get game-changing deals at your North Georgia Honda dealer. It's a Georgia thing. And Zaxby's. Friends, family, flavor.
You know we're the best.
To whomever said don't bite off more than you can chew, we humbly offer a couple of exceptions. Introducing the all-new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, shredded lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other is an undeniable classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Zaxby's. Friends. Family. Flavor. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait.
From dusk till dawn as the day is long, concrete parks to the neighbor's lawn. City smiles and Georgia miles, Honda always gets you home.
Fall into clearance savings this autumn with KBB's best value brand, Honda. Drive off in a new Accord for just $249 a month. Or a technology pack Civic with special 1.9% financing. Honda, it's a Georgia thing. See your North Georgia Honda dealer today.
There was a time when the breeze was so taken by the leaves, it stole them from the trees. When lovers stole moments to drink each other in. When gold, amber, and crimson canopies stole breaths, and an enduringly gracious dream stole hearts. It was a captivating time. It was yesterday at Biltmore. Experience Biltmore for up to $10 off when you purchase tickets in advance.
At AT&T, we believe in access, the opportunity for everyone to explore a digital world full of possibilities, connecting with family, friends, and the things that matter most. And because nothing keeps us more connected than the internet, we've created Access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, deposit, or installation fee. Visit att.com/access now to learn more.
We are back here on SportsZone Friday with a 6A matchup featuring a Tucker team that was outscored 88-21 in an 0-2 start, looking to continue its resurgence. The Tigers went for their 4th straight victory since that 0-2 start. 9th-ranked team in 6A playing host to Lovejoy, which also came in 3-2. The visiting Wildcats would strike first as Khalil Arnold is going to throw a dart here. 10-yard touchdown to Dayton Wade. These were the only 2 teams in Region 4 that came in unbeaten. On the second play of the 3rd quarter, Tucker's Tyler Huey shows off his speed. Look at this guy move. 67 yards. Tigers increased their lead to 20-6. And real quick, Tucker won the game, but you have to see this catch by Dayton Wade.
Oh, my.
One-handed. Wasn't enough, though, as Tucker goes on to win this one 34-18.
That was impressive. All right, time now to recognize a young man who's representing on the field and in the community. Cedar Grove's Jaden Hazelwood, our Montlicken Associates Athlete of the Week. He is the #1 receiver in the country, #1 player in Georgia, and the 3rd best recruit in the country, regardless of position. You know, Dog Nation recruiting guru Jeff Santel thinks he's better than any receiving recruit he's tracked in the last 5 years. And that Hazelwood is the best receiver Georgia has signed since A.J. Green a decade ago. Wow. Again, he's headed to the Bulldogs, but Hazelwood says it was an offer from a recent opponent that excited his family.
I say Oklahoma because I grew up watching them, and when they offered me, that was kind of big for me and my family. Well, on my pop side, everybody was really OU alumni. So everybody went there. My dad went there. His parents went there. His parents' went there. So it's just history, I guess.
He's going to Georgia. All right, keep in mind you get to vote for the Men's and Women's Athlete of the Year at the end of the school year. At that time, Montlicken Associates will donate $5,000 to the winner's school. Coming up next, folks, much more on Sports Zone Friday. #4 Sequoia, #5 Creekview, 2 powerhouses looking to gain dominance. We'll have that and more coming up on Sports Zone Friday. But first, second installment of our Zaxby's Indescribably Good Spirit Spotlight. And for that, it's the Tigers from Troup County, the cheerleaders. Sports Zone Friday, back in a flash.
Channel 2's Sports Zone Friday is brought to you by Montlicken Associates, supporting excellence in our schools and communities since 1984. And the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of players here, but Wilson, he made a mark.
I mean, the dude could fly, literally.
Come on, who wouldn't want a flying pig on their team?
It was going great, except for the whole pigskin thing.
But those falcon scratches he had? I want enough of this hot tub.
Get your moment of greatness. Play the Atlanta Falcon Scratcher from the Georgia Lottery.
At Montlicken Associates, we've been committed to supporting excellence in our schools and communities for over 30 years. That's why we partner with Channel 2 to recognize student athletes who excel in their sport and in the classroom. This school year, we're proud to expand our Athlete of the Week award to recognize male and female athletes. We know what it takes to be the best, and we commend your hard work and dedication. From all of us at Montlicken Associates, we wish you a safe and successful season.
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide. You'll save up to 55% on designer brands that rarely go on sale. Plus, earn Belk Bucks with no brand exclusions. Shop the Friends and Family Sale at Belk and Belk.com.
It's true. Banks know a lot about money. Stocks and bonds, CDs and 401ks. But what about you? The person behind the money. Your hopes and dreams. Regions knows it's not about the checking account. It's about your first home, or that once-in-a-lifetime photo safari, or even game night. With our people, our tech, and our tools. We make your life easier because we get it. Some things are bigger than banking.
You're invited to Belk's Friends and Family Sale. Get an extra 30% off store-wide. You'll save up to 55% on designer brands that rarely go on sale. Plus, earn Belk Bucks with no brand exclusions. Shop the Friends and Family Sale at Belk and Belk.com.
Out at Creekview tonight, undefeated 5-0 Grizzlies taking on the undefeated 4-0 Chiefs from Sequoia. Sequoia trailing 3-0 first until Collier Pecht throws the deep ball for DJ King, goes up between two Creekview defenders. 38-yard touchdown, Sequoia on the board. Creekview will get the lead back when Brody Rhodes finds a wide-open Tyler Stevens. Stevens' his first catch of the year, good for the go-ahead score from 60 yards out. 10-7 Creekview at that point, and the Grizzlies go on to the 24-14 win over Sequoia.
All right, it's time to meet our Georgia Lottery Scholar Athlete of the Week, and tonight we honor North Gwinnett's Garrison Manor. A senior wide receiver, part of the state championship team a year ago, has been playing football since age 7, carries a 3.98 GPA, and now the 1B he had came from one of his dual enrollment courses. He's managed all A's and everything else, and plans to go pre-med in college. With the hopes of becoming a sports physician down the road, Manor received scholarship offers from Yale, Harvard, Columbia, Dartmouth, all those Ivy League schools. So congratulations to Garrison.
Unbelievable. Yet again, these guys in our community representing in the classroom and on the field.
Absolutely.
All right, my friends, that's going to do it for this edition of Sports Zone Friday. For Anthony and everyone here at Channel 2, I'm Zach Klein. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for a 1-hour edition of Bulldogs Game Day. We'll get you ready for Georgia and their first SEC home game of the year. That's again Tennessee. Again, 1-hour show, 10 a.m. starting tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon.